What you're gonna do, or what you're gonna get the knowledge and share the knowledge for almost 5 days over here, and you'll get the details. And for that, I would like to call Mr. Anurag Chabra, President of Ethnic Science Foundation, to throw some light on the context setting. So, welcome once again for the 5th edition of ICPUH.
Namaste, good evening. I go on. Did I miss any other? Oh, there is one gentleman from Japan also. Konnichiwa. Okay, so I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling very humbled. I'm feeling highly privileged to be standing here and delivering this presentation, which is where I'm going to take you through a journey. I'm going to give you a preview of what you are going to experience over the next 4 days. And this will be an interactive presentation also. I will be inviting some of the people here also in this journey. Once again, thank you very much for coming all the way from different places and coming to this paradise land of Himalayas. I'm sure you will be witnessing or experiencing the blissfulness which is there in this place. So with all that, I would like to kickstart this welcome and context session. And we are doing this International Convention of Peacemakers for Universal Harmony. This is the 5th edition and first time in Nepal. And the people from about 5 or 6 countries are here, and we have all come here, assembled here for a purpose. We are giving our valuable time over the next 4 days. So why are we here? Why this convention is happening? All of things I will try to cover in brief, but I would like you to experience over the 4 days of why you are here. And by the 4th day, you will have all the answers for that.
Tell me why. Is there something I have been? Tell me why. 'Cause I don't understand. With so many things about it, we don't give a hell we can. Tell me why.
This is a question I think each of the 7.5 billion humans on the planet have in their mind, especially the kids and the children, the next generation. They are asking this question: do we have the answers? Do we have the answers? That's why we are here, to find the answers for these questions, so that we can face the future generation. We can assure them they are living in a secure world, a safe world, a better world, and this is the action plan. Don't worry, no anxiety, don't panic with what is happening here. There is a light, there is peace, and there is a hope. We can give that assurance. Okay? So let me throw some light on the global state of humanity today. I'm going to cover a few statistics over here before I am going to invite some of the people who will get more specific about their country in talking about the state of humanity in their countries. So let's have a global view here. Humanity and drugs. So I think this all statistics you can find over there. We know that this poison is spreading very rapidly all across the world. And especially, who is under siege? This poison is actually attacking the youth. Youth who is full of energy, youth who has the potential and responsibility to bring positive changes. This poison is eating the youth. And this is a very unfortunate situation because it paints a very grim picture of the future. Youth who is going to lead in the future is getting into all these practices. Then what is the future we are hoping for? Homicides. I think there is again an increasing curve globally year on year on this aspect, where one human is killing the other one, the man versus man conflict. And last year report from United Nations says about 50,000. And these are only the recorded cases. And we know that cases are much, much larger, which never come to light. This 50,000, and you can see some of the statistics there. Africa has higher rate, 3.1 out of in 1 lakh people. America's is next, 1.6. Can you believe? America, we think it's a very peaceful, developed nation. People will be happy. It is second on the list on homicide rate. And then we have, majorly these problems are happening in the house, within the family, not in the war field. You see women and girl statistics over here. 34% homicides among women and girls are happening by the intimate partners, by the spouse, each other. So we can see that where it is going, where the future and the foundation of the family or the foundation of the nation is laid, there itself it is happening at a very higher rate. So what we can expect in the society? Whom we can blame outside? We need to think about these statistics, because these facts tell some stories, some bitter stories. Human trafficking, again a very, very big menace. Unfortunately, humans are now, they have now become a commodities. We are treating humans as commodities, which shows our insensitivity, the growing insensitiveness across the globe. Okay? So, and females are the soft targets over here. If you see the statistics again on the right hand side, most of the victims detected across the world are females. And there are a number of reasons human trafficking is happening. Sexual exploitation, forced labor, organ trades, and they are very organized. It is happening in a very organized way. I mean, there are reports available where the trafficking is happening from the developing countries, mainly Africa and Asia, outside. And it's an organized structure. It happens. Okay? So this is not a good picture to see about humanity or what is happening currently in the world. Next, I think we know this another menace in the last decade or two. This has raised its tentacles on humanity, the trail of terror. If you see in this century, 2001 to 2019, now, and recently in this year, we are in April and we have already witnessed 3 gruesome incidents on this globe. Okay? So, I know people from Sri Lanka are very fresh, they are here, they witness. We have also seen that the trail of terror happening all over the globe. It is not just one country, it's happening everywhere, across the globe. Why is this happening? Tell me why. And then, on the bottom right, you see the population rate, population growing rate. 1.2% per year, this population is growing at this rate. Every year, 1.2% it is growing, and by 2050, we will become 9.8 billion people on this planet. Today we are about 7.3. So another 2.5 billion people will take birth on this planet in the next 30 years, and see that will just go on, 11.2 billion by the end of the century. Water crisis, another major problem. A lot of people have been saying the next world war will be due to the water scarcity there. Okay, and these 2.5 billion people who are going to come in the next 30 years on this planet, a major part of this 2.5 billion people are going to take birth in the areas where the water stress will be more. This is what the reports from United Nations is telling us. And again I am telling, these are just recorded numbers based on little information and what is happening. If we collect everything, the picture will become even more serious, and we are witnessing all that. So, number of people are growing, the land is going down, the food insecurity going up, water is, natural resources going down. Imagine where are we headed? What is the future? And it's not going to happen in our next lifetime, it's going to happen this lifetime. 7 years are not far enough, far away. Okay? Every year we are witnessing the natural calamities is growing up, the amount of landslides, the amount of cyclones, whatever we see around us is growing. Intensity as well as frequency is growing up. And scientists are also giving the warnings. The second warning issued by 16,000 scientists from 184 countries in one voice, that we need to change our ways to help the planet. We need to change our behavior, and if we don't do that, this planet will sustain substantial and irreversible harm. Okay? And somebody 115 years or somebody other, they will say they used to live humans on this planet. Already a term called mass extinction has become very common in the scientific community. If you go and look into YouTube's and the Google, the 6th mass extinction people are talking about. Because we are closely living together, right? So that's where we can even see whether people are happy in my family or not. If it is not, forget about it. That unhappiness is spreading out everywhere. Okay? So these are some of the global statistics I wanted to just bring to the context here. And foundation, which is working primarily in the science and technology and environment friendly, nature friendly, taking care of the nature. Because once you take care of nature, humans are not different from nature. Humans are also nature. We are creation of nature. So there is no separation between that is nature and I am different. And I go near the sea, I say I am going towards the nature. You are the nature, we are the nature. We need to realize that first. Okay? And then, Ethnic Science Foundation on these relate to us and how they are very important in this scenario. If we get to that common understanding, we will be able to materialize the purpose of this convention to a big extent. If you see again, equality and unity are nothing but just banks of the river. And if you have these banks, the river of prosperity flows, bringing, happiness, joy, growth all over the place.